So we are starting the chapter of the unit 6, that is reproduction. In this unit there are 4 chapters, that is reproduction in organisms, sexual reproduction in flowering plant, human reproduction, and the last one is the reproductive health. So we are going to start with the first chapter, that is reproduction in organism. In this chapter we are going to discuss the basic things about reproduction, types of reproduction, and reproduction, the events of different stages of reproduction. So before going to start about reproduction, we need to know a time period of every organism, that is from birth to the death. That is, this time period is called as lifespan. Every organisms, their lifespan occurs from birth to death, and this death is called as a natural death. So the time period from birth to natural death is called as lifespan. In this lifespan, there are so many phases. The first phase is the juvenile phase. This is the first phase, and in this phase there are the develop of the organism. When after birth it develops to reproduce. We can say the growth phase also, means it grows up to reproduction. The next phase is called as the reproduction phase, or we can say maturity phase, the phase of maturation. In this phase, the organisms have the ability to reproduce. The third phase is called as aging and senescence. In this phase, after reproduction, the organism is undergoing dormant stage. Here there is the ability of reproduction is reduced, and the last phase is called as the death phase, when all the vital activity of the organisms stops completely. So this is called a lifespan. It happens in all organisms starting from birth to the death. This lifespan, it varies from one organism to other organisms. Like suppose for example, I will say some examples of organisms. The shortest lifespan of an organism, that is called as mayfly. It is one organism. It is also called as one day insect. The lifespan is about 24 hours. That is 1 day. That's why mayfly is called as one day insect. Means within this 24 hours, it took birth. After that, it covers its growth phase. Means after that, it covers its maturity phase, and then aging, senescence, and death. And the interesting thing is, in mayfly, the reproduction phase or maturity stage is very less, that is 5 to 7 minutes. So this 5 to 7 minutes is the maturity phase of mayfly. Another organism having so many years of lifespan, suppose for example I will tell about tortoise. It is one organism having the lifespan about 100 to 150 years. If we talk about plants, in case of banyan tree, it is having the lifespan about 200 years. Like that, different organisms having different types of lifespan, and it varies from organism to organisms. There are some different, some interesting facts are there about the lifespan. Like suppose lifespan does not include in the size and shape of the organisms. It does not depend upon the size and shape of the organism. Like suppose we will see about, if we compare about crow and parrot, both are having same shape and size, but they have different types of lifespan. Coming to the next topic, that is the reproduction. Already we know, all of you know the definition of reproduction. So what is reproduction? It is the biological process or physiological process by which the organism will produce their offsprings of their own type. So So according to the word reproduction, re means again, production means to produce. So organisms are producing the offsprings of their own type or own category. The process of reproduction, it varies from organism to organism. So the process of reproduction are of two types based on organisms. One is called as asexual reproduction. One is called as sexual reproduction. So what is asexual reproduction? When there is involvement of one parent or single parent involvement takes place, so that is called as asexual reproduction. And sexual reproduction means when two parent involvement takes place, it is called as sexual reproduction. Now I am talking about the different characteristics of asexual reproduction. As I told, the first characteristics is single parent involvement. This is the first point, the first characteristics of asexual reproduction. The second characteristics is here there will be no gamete formation. Means gamete formation is completely absent. So we can say no gamete formation. So directly the organism formation takes place without involvement of any gametes. As gamete formations are not occurring, so there will be no fertilization also. So fertilization process also absent in case of asexual reproduction. So as there will be no fertilization takes place, this process is also called as agamogenesis. As gamete formation not occurs and fertilization not occurs. Then coming to the next step, they are producing the offsprings, that is called as clone. So here clone formation takes place. So clones are formed. So clone formation takes place. What is clone? So clone is when the offsprings is morphologically and genetically similar to another organism. So when one organism is similar in morphologically and genetically. Morphologically we will get the same type of organism, and genetically also we will get the similar organisms. So that type of organisms are called as clone, and these clones are formed basically in case of asexual reproduction. Now we will discuss about different types of asexual reproduction, how asexual reproduction takes place. Now we will discuss types of asexual reproduction. The first type is called as fission. So fission means normally splitting of organisms takes place. So organisms will split itself to two or more than two organisms. So that is called as fission. So according to that the number may be two or more than two. Fission are of two types. One is called as binary fission. When the organism will split itself to produce two organisms, is called as binary fission. And when it is more than two, it is called as multiple fission. So about fission we will discuss. After that, the next category of asexual reproduction is spore formation. So here the minute particles are formed and they grow to produce a new organism, that is called as spore formation. The next category of asexual reproduction is called as budding. So budding means here also outgrowth formation takes place, and that outgrowth may detach from the body or may not be detached from the main body and is producing the new organism, that is called as budding. It is of two types again according to the formation of the outgrowth. Sometimes it is outside of the body, that is called as exogenous bud, and sometimes inside the body, that is called as endogenous bud formation. This is the third category of asexual reproduction. Coming to the fourth one, that is called as fragmentation. So here organism itself, when after maturation, after proper growth, it is getting fragmentized itself, and that each fragment will grow to produce a new organism, that is called as fragmentation. Coming to the next category, that is regeneration. Here also the organism is getting fragmentized, and that particular fragment it is grow to produce the new organism, but it is similar to fragmentation, but there is one difference between fragmentation and regeneration. Regeneration, sometimes the organism's accidental division takes place, but fragmentizing here, there is the mode of reproduction is the fragmentation, when the organism is getting fragmentized. But in case of regeneration, sometimes accidental division takes place, and that is forming a new organism, that is called as regeneration. And the last one is about the vegetative propagation. It is basically occurs in case of plants. The organism, when a vegetative part is divided and it grows to produce the new organism, it is called as vegetative propagation. Sometimes it occurs through roots of plant or stems of plant or leaves of plant, and when that particular part grows to produce a new organism, it is called as vegetative propagation. So these are all the types of asexual reproduction, and we will be discussing in detail one by one.